Welcome to round 2 of Hebron Media Day with Cross Country. Robert, how are you doing and how's it popping for today?
I'm feeling good today. We finished a 5-mile easy run, about 40 minutes.
Okay. So what is kind of the training like on a daily basis with cross country during the season?
Well, it's a mixture of longer days and shorter speed-based days. So sometimes we run for an hour on the paces where you're supposed to go a little bit slower. And then it's usually about 3 miles total, but on other days, however, it's much faster.
Okay. So with your 4 years experience or 3 years, what's your favorite track to run on?
I'd probably say either New Prairie or Lemon Lake.
Okay.
Both of them are notorious for having very large uphills, which you can get people on, and I really like that feeling.
Okay. I like that because when I talked to Zach Kimball from South Central, he kind of talked about the kind of over the hill kind of running and kind of how it was his favorite because it was one of the most hard tracks he goes through it all year. So, what is your favorite Gatorade to stay hydrated?
That's a tough one. I'd probably say either Fruit Punch or Lemon Lime.
Okay. So, what's kind of your superstition with running?
Like my routines or
Like routines, like what? Like, do you have any lucky charms or kind of something like that?
I guess my superstition is before, like the morning of a meet, I always have apples and cinnamon oatmeal.
Okay.
That's always my superstition, like no other flavor.
Okay. For sure. So, let's see here. Okay. So, what are some things that led you into the sport of cross country?
Well, I kind of realized I had long legs, and I also really enjoy just running around the house anyway. So
Absolutely.
it kind of translated really well.
I mean, somebody who's tall as well, you can't see off camera, but somebody who's tall as well, I could totally get the long strides. So, does that kind of help you with kind of learning how to like use that as a strength during the sport?
Yeah, I think it does help, especially since it's fewer steps per race.
Okay. So, what are some of your goals for this year, time-wise?
So it's a 5K distance, and I want to try and go under 16 minutes and 30 seconds, which is around 5 minutes and 15 seconds per mile.
Okay. So, what meet are you kind of excited to run this year at?
I mean, for me right now, I'm focusing on the short term, so I'm really excited for the Terre Haute cross-country kickoff. I think it's going to be really fun. I do enjoy that course as well, because again, the hills.
Right.
Good chunk of them.
Right. What colleges are you currently looking at?
I'm currently looking towards potentially Butler, Valpo, IU. It's very undecided right now, but I want to try and stay in state if possible.
Okay, solid. So what majors are you looking at?
Not entirely sure, but I'm thinking of a major that has to do with math and or finance.
Okay. So if you had one question for your next teammate, what would it be?
Do you actually stay hydrated or not?
Okay. So go pick a teammate out and hand the golden mic to him.
Ava.
What? I'm not going next.
I mean, I just said you are. You are now, I guess. Alright.
Please no.
Please yes.
Stop pushing me.
All right, next up we have Ava Sharinga. Give her a hand.
So Ava, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Okay. So your teammate just asked, how do you stay hydrated during your cross country meets?
Well, I try to drink a lot of water the day before and after. I'm bad about having stuff in the morning because I get nauseous and stuff, so I don't.
Okay. So what are some things kind of like before a meet that you do to kind of batten your nerves and stuff like that?
I listen to music, like we always have a speaker going on, so the whole team has music and we just vibe.
Okay. So what's kind of like the vibe and what's kind of the playlist for you guys in your meets?
Hype music. It depends on the day, but sometimes it's like Megan Thee Stallion, sometimes it's just, whatever we're feeling.
Absolutely. So what's your favorite Gatorade to stay hydrated?
I don't drink a lot of Gatorade, but I do like the blue ones, like the dark blue or the light blue ones.
Okay. So what's some of your superstitions or routines that you do?
Oh, okay. So once the season starts, I can only ever I only wear the same pair of shorts every time. And sometimes I only can wear the same socks. I obviously wash them.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
She never washes them.
I do too. Not dirty.
Okay. So what is one of your favorite meets to go to?
I really like the Harrison invite. I like the course, and it's crazy because there's a giant gravel hill, but you get through it. It's pretty cool.
Okay. So what are some aspects of cross country that you enjoy?
I definitely like the team. That's my favorite part is being with my teammates and easy runs.
Okay.
And my coach. And my coach.
Okay. So what's the practice been like since Mother Nature turned up the heat all of a sudden? Because it's been very cold the whole summer, but when you guys started practicing, it seemed like it was.
Yeah. So sometimes if it's too hot, we go inside and take breaks and stuff, but usually we just go as normal and hope we survive the heat.
Absolutely. So what led you to cross country?
Well, I did Miles for Smiles in 5th grade, which is just a thing that their PE coach did. And then I did Run Club, and then everybody was like, join cross country. So then I did, and I wasn't the best for the first 2 years. And then in 8th grade, I started to really get better. And ever since then, I've just kind of tried to get better every year.
Absolutely. So what are some of your goals for this year?
I want to try and be one of the girls who breaks 21 from Hebron, and definitely PCC conference, and hopefully make it to regionals. So since they took semi-state out, it might be a lot harder to get there, but I'm gonna try.
Absolutely. So what is one question you would ask your teammate?
Ooh, I don't know. What do you mean by question? Just anything?
Anything.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't have one. I feel like we're all pretty transparent, so I don't really have any questions.
Okay. So who's next?
Emmeline?
Okay, Ellen, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. So how was practice today?
It was an easy day, so it made me happy.
Okay, nice. Okay, so how many miles do you guys usually run during practice?
Anywhere from I'd say probably around 6.
Okay, 6. So what is your beverage of choice to keep hydrated, especially when you're running about 6 miles per day?
Probably water with liquid IV or something like that.
Okay, solid. Okay, so what colleges are you looking at currently?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm kind of just hoping to stay local, I guess.
Let's see. forgot you guys weren't 6'5". Okay. Is that better?
It's delayed a little bit, so it's still okay, but it should be better.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so, again, okay, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Okay, so, what was practice like today?
Fine. We just did like a few laps, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are some aspects you're looking forward to this year?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what are some kind of things that you're kind of excited for the year?
Excited to like see how far my team can go,
Yeah.
like together.
Yep. Okay, so what are some superstitions that you have, or some routines?
I always have to like take a like small sip of water before each race and like make sure if my shoes have to be tied a certain way, like they can't be too tight or too loose.
Okay. So, if you had one question for your fellow teammate, what would it be?
Like cross country or anything.
Anything.
Probably like what's to eat or something. I don't know.
Okay, who's going next?
Leah.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Leah, how's it going?
It's going good.
Okay, so how was practice today?
It was good. We had an easy 40-minute run. Just chill.
Okay. So why did you pick the sport cross country?
I think I didn't really pick it. I remember being in middle school and that guy over there, he would hunt me down and try and get me to practice every day, and it just stuck after that.
Absolutely. So what is it like to be kind of a multi-sport athlete and then kind of pick kind of cross country and kind of chillax in your senior year here?
Yeah, I decided that I wanted to focus on it, I guess, for my senior year. I did multi-sport soccer for 3 years, and my senior year I wanted to just dive in and just really focus on running.
Okay. So what colleges are you looking to?
I've been looking at some bigger schools like Purdue, IU, Ball State, even like some in Michigan State. I'm not decided on anything yet, but yeah.
Okay. So what meets are you excited to run in this year?
I'm excited for New Prairie. I always love New Prairie, and PCC is always really fun too.
Okay. So what's your favorite drink to stay hydrated in?
I do straight water. That's about it. I just drink a lot of water every day.
Okay. So what's the playlist that you like to listen to before a meet or going on that long bus ride or something along those lines?
You know, I'm not really the DJ of the team, if I'm being honest. It's Emma over there and Ava, but they always pick out something good, something that'll hype us up.
Okay. So let's see here. Try to think of other questions. Okay, so what are some things that you talk to with the underclassmen about?
The underclassmen, we talk a lot about nutrition and hydrating, and we talk a lot about getting enough sleep too, because sleep is the best recovery for you. And we know a lot of them stay up really late, but sleep is really good for you, and you should get like 8-9 hours every night.
Okay. So practice-wise, okay, what kind of things do you do to improve your times throughout the year?
Well, usually at the beginning of the year, we do a lot of aerobic things like long runs to just kind of build up that base for running long distances. And then as you get further into the year, we start doing more speed workouts, hill repeats, mile repeats, more speed-based, shorter distances.
Okay. So what are some avenues, let's see where I'm going with this, that you can reach your goals throughout the year?
Some avenues to reach your goals. I think listening to your coach is the best thing to do to help reach your goals. They have your best interest in mind, and if you put all your faith in them, they're usually gonna help you reach your goals.
Okay. So if you had one question for your teammate, what would it be?
One question to ask one of these people. Maybe what their goal is for the season.
Okay.
Personal goal.
Who's next?
I think Cheyenne is.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, Cheyenne, how is it going and how's it popping for today?
It's been good. Practice was good, and it was an easy day, so.
Okay. So, what are some of your goals for this year?
Goals for this year. I personally am looking forward to, do better than last year in PR from my best time last year, and hopefully break 23 and just see what I can do.
Okay. So, what is your favorite meet to go?
My favorite meet is New Prairie. It's lots of fun, and we always get to hang out after we are done with our race and watch the rest of the runners run their race.
Okay. So, what's your favorite aspect or favorite thing about cross country?
My favorite thing about cross country is really being with the team and our coaches. It's just always a great time to be with them, and I always look forward to going to practice and seeing everybody there and just hanging out.
Okay. So, what's some of your kind of routines kind of going into it?
Going into it, I don't know. I guess I normally eat the same thing in the morning before I go to practice. That's like normal routine, and I get up at the same time.
Okay.
Nothing different.
Okay. So, what's the go-to snack before or after a meet?
Always before. I love eating granola bars. That's like my favorite. That's something I eat every morning before I go run. And if it's like a morning meet, I'll probably eat a granola bar.
Okay.
Really basic.
Okay. So, what schools are you currently looking for, and what major are you kind of thinking about?
Right now I'm mainly looking at Purdue because they have a good major for horticulture, which I'm looking to go into for college.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So, what is your favorite drink to stay hydrated in?
I normally just stick with water. That's like my main drink, but Gatorade would be a second.
Okay. What's your go-to Gatorade drink?
I like the light blue one. That's my favorite.
Okay. So, reaching the goals. So, what are some things during practice that you can improve time-wise, stride-wise, that you can kind of work on throughout the days?
During practice, you just want to really focus on, what you're doing, and you want to make sure you're doing everything really well, so it's benefiting you to the most, to really put it out there. And you want to run well too, especially, on hard days, you want to take them as hard days, and if it's an easy day, you should really go easy and not push yourself too hard.
Okay. So, if you had one question for your teammate, what would it be?
If I had one question for my teammates, I would ask them what they're looking forward to doing this season, and you know, what they want to do in the upcoming years.
Okay. So who's next?
Mia is next. Are you ready?
Okay, Mia, how are you doing?
I'm doing good today, thank you.
Okay, so what led you to start with cross country?
I think I first got introduced to running through Girls on the Run. The elementary school put it on, and it just started from there.
Okay, so what are some aspects with this sport that you kind of love going to? Because running miles every day, you gotta love the sport.
I really love the team aspect of cross country. We're really close, and not just our team, but the different teams in the comp.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. You gotta have that support. So, what's okay? What's your drink of choice, especially when you're running as much miles as you guys run?
So my go-to drink of choice is just water, straight water, just like Leah said. I don't like to add anything to it. I don't want to mess up what's going good for me, so I just keep it the same.
Absolutely. So, let's see here. What's kind of your favorite meet for this year?
So my favorite cross-country meet is the Dave Walker Invite. I love that it's a home meet. I love to see everybody come out. I love seeing the walkers, and it's just a really fun thing to come out and go to.
Absolutely. So, what's the kind of your favorite part about your track here or your course?
I love that our course kind of, it keeps you going. Like, I also like that it's really easy for parents to come see us on our course. You know, it's not like you see us at the start and at the finish. I know that when we're home, I can count on seeing my parents.
Absolutely. So, let's see here. Great question. Okay. So, what is kind of your outlook and goals throughout this year?
So one goal that I have for this season is to build a really good base. I really want to help make sure that the girls we have on this team are really connected with each other, that they feel welcome, and that they enjoy this sport as much as I do.
Absolutely. So, what are some messages for the underclassmen and junior high students that are running this sport?
A message that I would have for some of our younger runners would be to keep with it and really communicate with us. If you're having a bad day, let us know, and just, you know, if you need something, we'll be there for you.
Absolutely. So, what is your feelings about your teammates doing pull-ups on the tree?
So my teammates are absolutely always low-key kind of bonkers all the time, and I love them for it. I love that they feel comfortable enough to be their authentic selves all the time, even if their authentic self is a little out there.
Okay. It makes it interesting that way.
It does. Never a dull moment.
Okay, absolutely. So, you have one question to your coach. What would it be?
Why? Why? Sometimes I think why, but I know that they do everything in our best interest, and I really do appreciate how much they care about us and how much time and effort they put into our lives. Not just running, but our lives, our academics overall.
Okay. Okay, so hand it to your coach and we'll...
Here you go.
Okay, coach, how's it going?
It's great.
Okay, so sitting through all these interviews, what are your thoughts?
I need to go home, take a nap, recover.
I'm feeling the same. But what is the outlook for the season this year, the meets?
Outlook. The girls are pretty solid. They got a lot of returning runners. They put in a ton of miles over the summer, a lot more than they ever have before. The boys, we got a very young, inexperienced team, but we got 2 really strong guys coming back. They'll provide a lot of leadership and bring those younger guys along pretty quick.
Absolutely. And I mean, your team right now, I mean, trying to photobomb, but I mean,
Oh, it's hard to focus around them all the time.
but knowing that the camera is not even close to there. But anyway, what are some things you see right now with the girls, with the boys, that throughout the season that you could see a huge improvement with?
Oh, the miles. Yeah, like, let's see. I'll just pick on the 2 that are about to throw things at me. Like, Noodle over there, she ran about 250 some miles this summer. Just pick on Cricket because she's next to her. She ran 250 miles this summer. That's more than they've ran ever by far. So yeah, the expectations for not just these 2, but a lot of them are really high because of that. That's a big part of doing well in cross country.
Absolutely. And Hebron's known for the PCC to having one of the biggest teams. And you guys have a pretty good size team again this year with 28.
Yeah.
So what aspect of cross country does that help when you have so many bodies that want to do the sport?
You know, there's strength in numbers, because if you get, like with our guys, I mean, they're not, like I said, I got 2 returning runners that are going to do really well. We've got a handful in the middle, but the more guys and the more girls you get out, the more they're going to bring their friends or put some pressure on their friends, and before you know it, it clicks with one of them and they become really good. They find some talent they didn't know they had, and it helps everybody out.
Absolutely. Every sport as well, because this could be a conditioning tool. It could
Absolutely,
be
yeah.
during the season, and you can even market it that way. And then when they come here, kind of have a team aspect, as I can already see that's very close.
Yeah, like they have boys volleyball moved to the spring, so I've been trying to get all those guys to come out, because a lot of them are missing a sport, which is unfortunate. I don't know all the details, but hopefully those guys, if you're listening, guys, come out tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Some of the guys in basketball, I've talked to some of them, said the same thing. Hey, come out. This is great cardio for you. If you only use it just for the cardio part of it, I'm fine with that. Come on out and run.
Absolutely. Especially with the state moving boys volleyball to the spring,
Yeah.
especially kind of interrupting that baseball kind of thing with track and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's going
as
to hurt
well.
the other sports a lot, especially at these smaller schools.
Absolutely. So looking at Hebron here and growing the community here, so what aspect of your sport as this city keeps growing and growing?
Well, I know we got that big subdivision hopefully going in, hopefully sooner than later, and I hope we put some kind of limitation on there so you move in if you got a kid that runs. I'm throwing that out there now, Mr. Spinks, if you're listening. Make sure you got some kids that run, and we'll take them.
Absolutely. So, Coach, what are you looking forward to with the first meet, or with any meet throughout the year, for these runners to run in?
Wow. I think I'm most anxious about the sectional this year, so I don't know if that's really answering the question directly, but I'm anxious about the sectional where it's changed. We've had it here for 4 or 5 years. We've done pretty well, but now it's moved up to Chesterton, Sunset Hills, and I think we went from 13 schools to like 16 schools now, so I'm very eager to see how that plays out.
Absolutely. And as your team finds a way to photobomb you, okay, how many do you think it's going to get in the center of this?
I don't know. How many do you think, guys?
What? I wasn't
Not even listening.
Not even listening.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. You want to repeat the question for you?
So, how many do you think will get in the center of this right here?
At least
You know what? I'll try for it.
They're special. Can we say that with quotes around it?
But yeah, thank you for allowing me to have this media day here at Hebron, and yeah, we'll do articles about you guys and cover you guys this year with that, and hopefully in the next couple of years find a way to broadcast this great sport of cross country, and go from there, as we are now the home network, as we already talked off air, here at Regan's Corner Sports Network of Hebron.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I should have
surprised I
signed
didn't-
off that way.
I should have done that